Hello again. So here we go with 6 and 7. These are a little bit more complex because as I look through it, step 1 is to make sure that one of the equations is solved for x or y. And if you looked at 6, x minus y equals 2 and 4x minus 3y equals 11. Neither one of them is solved for x or y yet. So we've got to figure out how we're going to do it. So let's look. As I look at 4x minus 3y equals 11, nothing there is even nice to solve for. But if I look at this one, do you see that x has no coefficient? So if I move the y to the other side, now I have a nice x equals something. So what would that look like? Well, if I have x minus y equals 2, what can you do to move this y to the other side? Can't divide it. You just look in front of it, it's a minus, so you add y to both sides. So my new equation is x equals 1y plus 2. So I'm going to take this whole thing right here and plug it right there. So now we're back to an equation that's very similar to the others. So I'm going to write, let's see, it says 4x, so 4 times, and I'm going to put this whole thing in for x times 1y plus 2 because my goal is to get only y's or only x's, minus 3y equals 11. Draw my line down. So now I distribute 4y plus, be really careful, 8 minus 3y equals 11. So now I can put these guys together. So I get 1y plus 8 equals 11. Oh, that's nice. Okay, still good? Yes. So now I'm going to minus 8, so 1y equals 3. I don't have to go through and solve for that. I just know that y equals 3. But now I've got to go back and find my x. Well, I can just go into this equation right here. If y is 3, 3 plus 2 makes 5. So let's check that up here into this other equation. 4 times 5 is 20, minus 3 times 3 is 9. Does that give me 11? Yep. So there is my point. All right. Let's try number 7 just to see, does that kind of come out the same? What do we do with that? Well, let's take a look at it. First of all, is either of these solved for x or y? No. But I can look, and do you see that you have just this x with a coefficient of 1? If that's true, let's solve that one for x, and then we'll go from there. So I've got x plus 2y equals 7. So how do I undo plus 2y? Yep, you minus the 2y, minus 2y. So x equals negative 2y plus 7. Now I can take this whole thing and plug it right there. So I go in and I write the original, minus 2 times negative 2y plus 7 plus 3y equals 14. Draw my line down. Now I'm going to solve for y. So again, my whole point was to get it to be all x's or all y's. It happened in both of these that it turned out to be all y's. So negative 2 times negative 2y is 4y. Negative 7, or negative 2 times 7, negative 14, plus 3y equals 14. So I can put these two together. Get 7y's minus 14 equals 14. Again, always push pause if you can do it on your own. Plus 14, plus 14. Drop down, I've got 7y equals 28. So y equals 4. I'm using a little pen on here and it's not working very well. Okay, so now let's go back up into here. Well, if y is 4, negative 2 times 4 is negative 8, plus 7, negative 1. Let's check that up into the original. Negative 2 times negative 1 is 2, plus 3 times 4 is 12. That gives me 14. Yes! I have done it. Challenging worksheet. Yes. Don't give up. Keep going. The nice thing is the answers are over on the side. So you can also check out my worksheet or check out my website. There's some help beyond that in here. All right. You have a fabulous, fabulous day.